Hey guys, welcome to another tier ranking. And as you can see here, this is the Tekken characters tier ranking. Oh my god, I'm excited to do this because Tekken is like everyone knows, like I'm not a huge like fighting game kind of person. Like my fighting games that I play are like either Smash Brothers, Tekken, or Mortal Kombat. I've done in the past my top 10 favorite Mortal Kombat characters. Maybe I'll do like a whole tier of Mortal Kombat, but this is Tekken. And I don't have every Tekken character on this list. I have like the important ones and the funny side characters. Mostly these are all the characters that I played as in the game of Tekken. Because yes, Tekken, the characters have like distinct personalities, they have their own stories and stuff, but Tekken is a fighting game. And I do judge a lot of the characters based off of their techniques and their fighting styles and stuff like that, and just the way their controls are. I will base them also off their stories and their characters as well, but mostly I'm going to talk a lot about how they're controlled and how their fighting is in the game of Tekken. And so all of these characters I've played as in the Tekken franchise. And I've played every Tekken game. I grew up with the Tekken game. There are some characters that are in a lot of Tekken games I never played as because I just refused to. It's like I just didn't want to. Just don't go there. But these are the characters that I've played as, and a lot of these characters are my go-tos when I play Tekken. And again, this is all a subjective opinion. Like, there might be a character I put in like the very lower tiers, but someone might love that character, and that might be their go-to character, which is fine. These are just my favorites. Yeah, these are just my tier rankings for these Tekken characters. So yeah, all subjective. Don't take it too personal. Again, S being the best, F being the worst for me, in my opinion. So let's get to it. The very first one is Eddie Gordo. Eddie, for me, is one of the cheapest characters in the Tekken games. He was introduced in Tekken 3, and we got Christie, who's just like him. I love his style, love the look of him. I used to love playing as Eddie because if you're not good at Tekken games, Eddie is one of the best characters to play as because he's just like this like acrobatic, and his moves are just so hard to dodge that it's just super easy to play as him. Like for me, he's a B tier. I don't find him the most fascinating story wise, and I do find his cheapness in a way kind of ruins it a little bit, but he's still a fun character to play as, and I still consider him a very iconic character. Mogujin is is D. A lot of people love Mogujin. I don't. It's Mogujin. Literally, Mogujin's gimmick is just Mogujin could be any character. Like every round you play as Mogujin turns into whatever the random all the characters are. Like, so one round Mogujin could be Jin, one round Mogujin could be King or Brian Fury or something like that. And I don't like that because it's so hard to plan your moves and strategize in a fight if you have no idea who Mogujin is going to be. Also, I find in a way it's like kind of cheap and stuff, and Mogujin is not really an interesting layered character. It's just a wood character who copies people's moves. There is nothing a lot to Mogujin. Like, I don't hate Mogujin, but there's no depth to Mogujin. So yeah. All right, Jin Kazama is A. Like yeah, Jin became the face of Tekken as the Tekken games went on, like Tekken 3 and stuff. And Tekken 4 was all about Jin Kazama and his Devil Jin. Like the Devil Jin makes Jin more interesting because his like other part of him, the darkness within inside of him, that's what makes it interesting. Because Jin is like a hero, but then becomes a villain when he's Devil Jin. And when he's Devil Jin, it's always fascinating because he's so uncontrollable. And you have no idea what he's planning and what is going to happen when he's Devil Jin. But when he's Jin Kazama, he's kind of just like a typical main character. He wants to be the king of Iron Fist and outrule his family, like his father Kazuya and his grandfather Heihachi and stuff. So yeah, Jin I like. His controls are cool. He's got tough punches. He's mostly known for his like tough, strong punches. I did use Jin quite a bit when I played Tekken 3, and I always enjoyed playing him, and I loved his like outfits and costumes and stuff. So yeah, I like Jin Kazama a lot. Then there's Jack. Speaking of punches, Jack. Jack is a robot, and every Tekken game, it's Jack, whatever, Jack 2, Jack 3, Jack 4. There's always a new model of Jack. And he's the same character. He's got the same sort of punches and his, kind of sit down and punch in your legs moves and shit like that. I like Jack. Jack's a great character to use. He's another character like Eddie Gordo. Like if you're new to the game of Tekken, just use Jack and just press square and triangle a shit ton of times, and you'll probably win the fight. I enjoy Jack though. Then we got the Williams, Anna and Nina. I was always more of an Anna fan. Like I like Nina. Nina's more like C tier. I always enjoyed Anna more. Anna had they almost kind of have similar moves. They both kind of do like that Kamehameha punch. You all know what I'm talking about. They both have like similar moves, but I've always enjoyed Anna's like cockiness and just her attitude. I love in Tekken 3. Every time she wanted to fight, she like shake her ass at the screen. It was great. It was fun. I always just really had fun with Anna, and I always liked playing her more. Nina's just like the like this like spy agent person who just kind of like wants her revenge on Anna and stuff. But Anna's just more of like this like fabulous girl. Just I love it. Just she's great. I love the whole attitude of Anna, so I've always enjoyed Anna a lot more than Nina. Raven, boring character. Used him quite a few times. Didn't like his moves. I don't know, just he's just kind of there. He's just like a boring ninja character. Never really gotten invested with Raven. I don't think he's the worst character, but definitely not a character I always really enjoyed. Lee, I enjoy Lee. I think he's one of the funniest characters. He's definitely more of the comical characters. I like his moves. I like all his like side stories with like Panda. He's got a lot of great side stories with certain characters, and he's just great. And I just like Lee as a personality and design wise, he's just so fucking cool. So yeah. Then we got one of the villains. We got Jimapache. We'll do some of the villains actually. Jimapache is a fucking God. He's such a hard villain. I'll put him in B tier because he's got like a great design, a great look, and just difficulty wise, he is a very difficult boss. Like he is so hard to beat in Tekken 5. Like he is a very hard boss. It takes a lot of tries, a lot of trial and error with Jinpachi. But I just like Jinpachi. I like the look and I like the history with him and Heihachi and stuff. And it's interesting. It's fascinating. And another villain who I don't like very much is this ogre. I'll just count him with True Ogre because True Ogre is basically just ogre turned into a dragon. He's just a big monster. There's nothing too much to him. The design of him is cool, and I love how big and grand he is. It's pretty awesome. He looks awesome, but there's not much to his character, and he's just big bad guy. That's really it. Now we got the boxer Steve Fox, who's another B tier. I like Steve. Steve's a great character. Uh, if you're not a puncher, this is like the worst character to play as. Like if you like to switch out your move combinations and stuff with the kicks and attacks and jumps and stuff, Steve is the worst thing for you. Steve is a puncher. He's a boxer. But when you get his punching techniques down to a T, he's fucking amazing to use. And I always enjoyed play. I played Steve Fox a lot in like online days back in like Tekken 6 and even Tekken 7. So yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of a character I play a lot, King. Love King. A tier. Love King. He's a wrestler. I love his stories in all the Tekkens, especially Tekken 5. I love his story. I love his moves. He's a wrestler. He bounces off the walls and punches the shit out of you. He does like a lot of good jump moves. He does like suplexes and power bombs. It's amazing. I love King. He's always got great stories. I love the controls of him. It's just so natural playing as him, and just I love him. I love him. He's great. Then we got Law, Martial Law, S tier. Martial Law is one of my favorite characters in Tekken. I fucking love Law. He's amazing. Another one, like I said, about like Jack and Eddie Gordo, he's a great character to start off with because all you do is push XO XO XO, and he'll do his backflip his backflip kicks, and he'll just whoop everybody's ass. But I love Law because he's a great heroic character. He's got great stories with Paul Phoenix, and he's got the determination, and you actually want to see him win the Iron Fist tournament. And just, I love him. I love Law. I love all his stories. I love that he's like a chef. I love that he's such a kind-spirited man, and just I love just playing as him. He's just so fun. His controls are just so well flowed and natural, and just, yeah, it's great. Christy, I call her boring Eddie Gordo. Eddie Gordo is a great character. The look and style of him is awesome. Christy is very sexy, very hot and stuff. She's basically just girl Eddie, though, so there you have it. Gon, he was a Tekken 3 character. Not a Gon fan. Um, I'm not gonna put him. I think he's adorable. I think he's cute. He's fun to play as because it's so ridiculous how small he is. But he's not a very strong character. I know, like when you play as him in the beach ball levels, it's very fun, and he's just like he's so cute. He's a little dinosaur. But there's not much to a story, and his controls are just ridiculous, and just he's more of just like a gag character. But as a gag character goes, he's fine-ish, but I wouldn't say he's very good. And we got Panda and we got Kuma. I like Panda. I don't play as Panda as much, but I like Panda. Panda's very sweet. Her loyalty to Lin Shayu is great, and she's cute and everything. Just better than the creepy Kuma, who's just, creepy. Here we go, the first F. Dr. Brakanovich is F. I hate Dr. Brakanovich. His controls are horrible. They're horrible controls. Like, he's down on the ground most of the time, and just try to get him to stand the fuck up is so hard. It's so annoying. I really fucking hate him. I hate him as a character. His story sucks. I'm glad they didn't put him in a lot of Tekkens after Tekken 3. I fucking can't stand him. He's like a nightmare to use, and yeah, I just hate everything about his character. Fuck him. Then we got Marduk. Marduk is perfectly serviceable. He's got he's got like the strong hits, strong power, but he's just a big doofus. So yeah. Then we got Azuka. Azuka, she's cool. She's fine. Yeah, I don't mind Azuka. She's basically the same character as June from Tekken 2. And I didn't play as June, so I don't have June on the list. But she's basically the same character. We got Bob. I enjoy Bob. Bob's great, big fat American. His hits, especially when he like hits you with his stomach, it's super fucking hilarious. Heihachi is gotta be an S tier. Heihachi is the face of Tekken. Like, you don't got Tekken without Heihachi. Like, Heihachi is the face and the heart and soul of the Tekken franchise. Like, he's a hero in some of the Tekken games. He's a villain in some of them. He's a modern in some. Like, shit, even in Tekken 7, just like his death was just, it just takes its toll. Like, it's just, wow, it's just amazing. Like, I love Heihachi's character. I love his moves and his combos, and I love all his look and his style. And I love that he's like this 90-year-old badass. it's Heihachi Mishima. It's amazing. We got Paul Phoenix, who's an A. I fucking love Paul. Burra. Love his hair. He's kicking it old school with the hair. Love his fighting techniques. Love his relationship and his friendship dynamics with Law. And yeah, he's great. Lin Shayu is also an A. I love Lin Shayu. She's so good. She's just such a sweet and bubbly character. I love that, like, a lot of her cinematics are like a Japanese anime. I love her moves. Like, her special flip kicks are awesome. Her sweet little cartwheel techniques are really cool. A character that's a little difficult to use, but when you get good with Lin Shayu, you're like unstoppable. And it's awesome. Then we have Harang. Harang is, I'm gonna put him right next to Steve because he's a lot similar to Steve. Steve is all about the punch. Harang is about the kicks. He doesn't really punch. He's a kicker. And yeah, if you can't handle the kicks, you can't handle Harang. Harang also has an interesting story. He has like this huge feud with Jin Kazama. It's pretty cool. I like Harang. I used to use him quite a bit back in the Tekken 3 days, but yeah, he's good. And then we got Lars. Fucking can't stand Lars. I hate his moves. I hate his techniques. I hate that he's a thing. They basically just tried to make a Jin 2.0, and he sucks. I hate his story. Hate his character. Fuck him. Brian Fury is awesome. I love Brian Fury. He's a great villain. What a great villain. Just a straight psychopath. I love him. He's like built like a shipwreck house. He's intimidating. He's scary. He's got amazing moves. I always loved playing with him. Back in the Tekken 3 and Tekken 5, I love playing as Brian Fury. He was one of my favorite characters to play as. He's great. Kazuya, like out of the family of the out of the Mushima family, he's definitely the least interesting. I like Kazuya. I think he's got an interesting motivation, but he's all about power and hungry. He's more of the villain. Like Jin's a villain because of the devil inside of him. Heihachi's a villain because he has no choice to be a villain. Kazuya is a straight villain. Then we got Lei Wulong. I like Lei Wulong. He's a police officer, enters the Iron Fist tournament. He's great. Wang. Oh god, Wang sucks. I get it. Nothing against the old dudes, but just their moves are just a nightmare. Just a nightmare. Julia's good too. I like Julia. She's cool. And then lastly, we have Yoshimitsu. Yoshimitsu is an A tier. I love the look of Yoshimitsu. I love the whole story and background of Yoshimitsu. Like, I love his swords and his interesting techniques. He's got probably one of the best kick combos in all of the Tekken characters and of the whole rosters. He's great. Love him. Just every Tekken game, I love playing as Yoshimitsu. He's fucking awesome. So there we have it. We got the Tekken tier ranking. For the top, I'm gonna keep Law. Law is my favorite character in Tekken. Heihachi is a close second, but yeah, they are the best. To me, Law and Heihachi are like the best Tekken characters, hands down, for me. Like, some people might not agree, but for me, they are. For the A tier, I gotta go King is my favorite. I love King. And then Paul, and then Brian Fury, then Lin Shayu, then Jin, then Yoshimitsu. Yeah. Love all these characters. King, Paul, Brian, Lin Shayu, Jin Kazama, Yoshimitsu, all fantastic characters. Love them. Stacked in the B tier, I'm gonna put Bob in the top of the B tier because I love playing as Bob. Then Eddie, then Anna. Anna's great. Then Lee. Then I'm gonna put Steve and Harhang. Jimapache will go in the end. Same with no, sorry, Kazuya is gonna go at the ending. Yeah, that seems good. Nina will go on the top of C tier with Christy, then Panda, Mara. Yeah. Actually, I'll put Mara at the end. D. Mogujin, yeah. No, I'm gonna put Ogre. At least Ogre looks cool. Then Mogujin, then Kuma, then Raven, then Gone. Yeah. Dr. Bakanovich is the worst. Then Lars. Then yeah, Wang's. Yeah. I think Wang, Lars, and Dr. Bakanovich are the worst fucking Tekken characters. Fuck them. Ogre, Mogujin, Kuma, Raven, and Gon are still pretty bad, but yeah, the rest are all good characters. So yeah, this is my personal tier ranking. It's not just like design wise or story wise, but like how I play the game of Tekken. Like all the characters in the S and A tier were always my go-to characters playing all the Tekken games. Like I loved those characters, and even all the characters in the B tier, I use them quite a bit. So yeah, that just this all goes off the experience of me playing the Tekken franchise. So if you don't agree, that's what the comment section below is for. Give me your opinions. Who is your favorite character in the Tekken franchise, and who do you think is the worst? Let me know in the comment section below. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.